How is it going, you lovely lot? Welcome back to potentially the last episode of season number 5 here at Tokyo 23 FC. I promise you guys we'll be back for the playoffs today, and that might not entirely be true because there's one game left of the season, and going into the final day, there's a chance of second. Now, granted, it's a very, very small chance of second, as both Grampus and Vigalta would have to slip up and drop points, but let's be real, I wouldn't forgive myself if I didn't come back for this final game of the season, and by some miracle we get promoted, and you just don't see it. It would be crap. So, with that in mind, today's plan of attack. Play the final game of the year, hope for a miracle. If the miracle doesn't happen, we have the semi-finals of the playoffs to look forward to. Sound good? I hope it does. Let's run the intro. How is it going, folks, and welcome back. It's episode number 41 today. Fagiano are our opponent. We are taking them on as the home side. And just as a little reminder, this game kind of does still matter. Jeff United could still go above us. And with how the playoffs work in Japan, it's always a 90-minute game. And if you are the home team, you're the highest seeded team, you get the win if it's a draw after 90 minutes. So even finishing as high as third would be kind of significant to end the year. Now, since last episode, we played one single game. It was against Hollyhock, who did us a favour by not putting up much resistance. We beat them 2-0, and whilst that went on, Vigalta could only draw. It means both ourselves and Grampus have a very small chance at the title. Grampus will be taking on Catalere, who at one point were towards the top of the table, but now find themselves outside the playoffs. They need a win to get 6th place if Espal slip up. But the other game that really matters for us, of course, is the game for Vigalta, which if we just look at things here, they're at home against Imabari, who are down in 18th. Yeah, look, as I said, we need a miracle. Imabari, look, you have a cute little badge. You had a great away day last time. Do me a favour, please. Anyway, with that all said and done, we're just going to hop straight into this first game. The playoffs are here, and I want to make sure, well, we have the best form going into them. Worth noting, by the way, Tabert currently leading the Golden Boot Award by 1 goal. He also has the highest average rating in the entire league by 0.01. So the youngster needs a very good performance again today to propel him into stardom. If he was to score 2 or more goals over the course of the remaining games this year, he'd beat the club record held by Yuichi Ota for most goals in a season. Have just noticed, when it comes to the rest of the team, Tachibana, you can see here, fitness test not required, can play right back. Tachibana is coming in to play right back today. He wasn't fit for the last game. I stuck it out with Kato. He was obviously filling in last episode. I saw enough to decide I'd rather play Tachibana with an injury. When it comes to our team on recent form, we've been playing really, really well, which is great to say going into the playoffs, because we have had a couple of wobbles throughout this year, but look at this. The last 5 games, a sea of green ratings. Let's hope it continues today. All we can really do is hope for a win. And if stuff goes our way elsewhere, this could be the final game of the season. But the realist hat that I'm going to put on my head really does know that it's not going to be enough. But we have to do it just in case. Fagiano, I believe we did take on earlier on in the year. I can't remember if we beat them or not. Did we beat them when we played them earlier? I think we did. I can confirm we beat them 1-0 with a Takagi goal. I'm going to hope it's more convincing than that today. Should also point out, by the way, if Vigalta draw, a win by, I believe, 2 goals or more would be enough for us. So really today, we need to go out and just win by as many goals as possible. 2 or more would put us in a great position. So let's aim for that. But the more goals, the merrier. Really, because I just want to see us in confidence and form for the playoffs. Tachibana with a lovely tackle, by the way. Kamiyama dinks it. Taba is there. 2 goals for the record. The woodwork denies him 1 of them needed. I could stare at the results elsewhere. I feel like that would be just hurting myself emotionally. Instead of worrying about it, I'll think about it at half-time, hoping that before that happens, we are actually able to get ahead here. 26 minutes played. We're having all the shots. We're not really having enough of the ball. They're not doing anything either. You know what? I've seen enough. I know we need goals today. I know they're not a good team. I'm going for the jugular immediately. Taba's injured. Now, there is a dilemma now, isn't there? Because do I take off Tabert so he's maybe fit for the playoffs? Or do I keep him on the pitch and hope that he can just run it off? I mean, his goals have been so important this year. I think I'd give him till half-time and hope he's fine. He might have to stay on longer. If they score here, Shimizu scores. He makes it Okay, I thought he made it 1-0. It's offside. I think it's offside. It's offside. I take it all back. Shout out to the linesman. I didn't even see him on the far side. Half-time here, though, is going to come. 0-0, we know, is not enough. I'm going to tell the players I'm not happy. I'm going to tell them it's not good enough. Taba is struggling. I'm going to bring in Sakurai, who on paper probably isn't our best option in terms of goal scorers and strikers. But I'll tell you what, the man seems to pop up at the right time with them. I'm going to play him. Well, I was going to say as a complete forward. I'm not going to play him as a complete forward. I'm going to play him as an advanced forward. I want him and Takagi on the shoulder of the final men. We need a goal. We really need a goal. Do I make more changes? Not yet. No, I need to be patient. I do just want to check, what are the results elsewhere at half-time? Vigalta are winning 2-0. Vigalta, it doesn't even matter if we win now. Although, if we did win, we could go ahead of Grampus. If they slip up, they're winning 2. You know what? Maybe this was just a monumental waste of time. Look, weirder stuff's happened in Football Manager. Don't go skipping ahead in the video. This is a game that sets us up for our playoff campaign. It's a game that I would really like to win at all costs. And right now, it doesn't look like our players want to win. Since I've gone to the more attacking tactic, we've actually created less. And now we've given away a penalty. I mean, Vinicius Diniz has had a moment of madness. Vigalta, by the way, has scored a third goal. I saw that pop up in the bottom corner. This is not the start I needed. We've been in such good... Okay, you know what? Nicolo's made another penalty save. If there's a ray of hope, a reason for optimism going into the playoffs, I'm going to let that playoff save be that. It keeps this game at 0-0. We do still have to deal with things here. If we got on to somehow finish, second now, it would be legendary. They've hit the woodwork. I'm not enjoying things. I think Jeff United have got above us, by the way. Yeah, just to confirm, if things stay as they are, Jeff United will demote us down to 5th. If there's a reason to be glad, it's the fact that we are guaranteed a spot in the playoffs no matter what. We can't bottle it that badly. Tachibana is on a booking. I need a goal. I think a highlight just started when I hit pause. So we'll watch it. Oh my word, Diniz rocks the woodwork, and then it was offside. Right, make the changes. Tachibana has struggled. Mitsuhashi. I can't believe this bloke is still at our football club. To be fair, I'm going to level with you. I actually feel like he's quite a good wing-back for this level still. He's a player who's grown with the club. Maybe I'm gaslighting myself there. Elsewhere, Okamura's going to come in. I'm going to move Sakurai out onto the left-hand side. Elsewhere, Yoshikawa for Lucas Ferreira. I have one more sub. Might as well use it. Diniz gave away the penalty earlier. He can come off. Fresh legs in the midfield added. I do feel like when you run a 2-man midfield like we are against a 3-man midfield in this kind of game, those fresh legs can be somewhat important. There's 10 minutes left for us to get a goal. I would love to win this game. If anything, just to go back above Jeff United. Shimizu with a corner for them. Ever since I've gone attacking, it's not worked. We've made another ridiculous string of saves, haven't we? For all the people who think sometimes you just need to go to the more attacking tactic, doesn't always work. Takagi's killing a man. One thing I don't need right now is suspensions. Or a loss. They've got a chance here. They've got a free kick. It's whipped to Watanabe. Sakaguchi half heads it away. And he was offside. Why show me that highlight? The game just wants to mess with me. Okay, there's 4 minutes of added time. A win here is kind of important for the whole, higher seed advantage after 90 minutes. We want to finish as high in the league as we can, especially because I believe we will play Jeff United in that next game. Like, we will play Jeff. And because of this result here, we now have to beat them on the road. That's really bad, isn't it, when you think about it like that? Like, really bad. Our goalkeeper's got man of the match with a penalty save. That is an embarrassing performance when we needed a good one. Confirmation, by the way, Jeff United go above us. They now have the advantage in the playoffs because we have to win. Taba's injured. He's out for 3 to 4 days. We take on Jeff United in 2 weeks. So the good news is he will be fit for that game. The bad news is the miracle's not happened. Vigalta won 5-0. As if there was any doubt they were going to get promoted. Like I mentioned, we have this tie here against Jeff United. We're away from home for it as well, which, added disadvantage means we get an away day for away day fans. But here are the rules. If we just look at things here, where is it? Playoffs. Good thing to click on the playoffs here. League rules. Where is it? It's somewhere around here. There you go. Match rules. Never have to look at this section normally. Higher league position team wins if the scores are level after 90 minutes. Who came up with that rule? Which man did that? That is not normal, Japan. Why can't you be normal? Even when you've escaped the madness of lower league Japanese football, you still have to deal with just the Japanese being weird with their rules. This is weird, isn't it? We're taking on Jeff United. We're taking them on at the Fukuda Denshi Arena. It's a big stadium. It's Jeff United's arena. It looks like a big proper stadium. I'm kind of scared. I'll see you for a away day. We take them on in 2 weeks. It has been a little while since we had an away day close to home. That changes with this Jeff United game. Of course, we are based in Tokyo. We are based in this area. It was around here. It was somewhere around here, I think, that we played. We were near this golf place. Anyway, not entirely the point. Today, we're heading to Chiba. I may have already looked at where the stadium is. It is here. Here is the Fukuda Denshi Arena. It looks like a proper stadium. It's by the sea. I wonder if we could get a boat to this away day. This might be the first ever away day that is quickest to do on a boat. As for the away day itself, I mean, it is actually like a proper stadium, isn't it? We are playing a real football team today. They've got a fantastic car park here, more bus parking here, and then multi-storey car park next door. I'll tell you what. Recent away days have been up good parking, and this one actually has other stuff going on. There's baseball, there is there's a golf course apparently, there's a driving range. You're going to have fun at Jeff United. I mean, look at this. The away day footage is actually of a Jeff United, like, pre-match thing. We can go and get information about Jeff. This is fantastic news. I mean, here is the away day. Here is the stadium. We can actually get the proper... Is this the first time we've actually got the away day experience as part of an away day? I know that at Japanese football grounds, they have like little markets and stuff pre-game that families go to. This looks quality. There's good food here. I actually feel like I'm properly doing the away day. I'm getting oddly emotional. Also, how cute is it? All the kids, in fact, everyone is just wearing yellow for Jeff United. In my head, Jeff United is like a bloke. There was a bloke called Jeff, he turned up and he said, "We will be Jeff United," and they put it down here. This guy is loving it. Like, he is giving it big to the Google cameras. Is this the queue for food, by the way? Is this the queue for... How good is the bloody food here that all these people are queuing up for it? I'm continuing the adventure of my away day here. I assume this is all staff. The Jeff United staff, I mean, you're not going to lose them, are you? They're all wearing bright yellow. Can you tell I'm having fun on this away day? There is food. There is so much food here. I'm in heaven. I am wondering what everyone's queuing for. Are they queuing to get in? Surely they can't all be queuing to get in. They can't all be queuing for the food either. Imagine if we'd come round this side of the stadium first. We never would have got the adventure we've just been on. There's more queuing here. Is this the away fans? This is definitely the away fans. I wonder if we can work out who it is. They're playing in red and white and black. I think it might be Kashima Antlers. That is my guess here. I mean, if I'm wrong now, it's very, very awkward. I wonder if the footage in the stadium is from the same day. I mean, my hopes are set very, very high now. It actually is. Oh my word. This might be one of the best away days ever. Just by virtue of the fact, I think I'm literally on an away day. We can probably work out who they're playing. Okay, I'll tell you now, Kashima Antlers, incorrect answer, Jack, on the quiz. We are taking on Sapporo. Well, we're not, but Jeff United were. Here is Contadore Sapporo. Here's their ultras. Are you scared? I'll tell you what, they got great banners, great flags too. Considering it's a stadium, right, that looks like at one point it probably had a running track and you're kind of far away, it still has kind of a quite cozy, intimate atmosphere. Also, I need to check the mascots, not the cheerleaders. We don't care about the cheerleaders. I want to care about the Jeff mascots. Where are they? Here they are. Are they bears? Are they foxes? I have no idea. I'm going to say foxes. Probably wrong. Also, I like the fact they've got signs for the specific footballers here at Jeff United where they just have their faces plastered on them. Does that really motivate a footballer? Some people probably think I'm going to turn around and look at the cheerleaders. No, I'm going to go look at the flags. I'm a good boy. This is one of those rare moments where I really wish I could read the different banners and stuff that are being held. It almost looks like they're holding up the Japanese version of the periodic table, doesn't it? There are a couple of other dots as well. I feel like we should inspect the other dots just to see what it's like when it's empty. This isn't as fun, is it? It's just not as fun. Look, I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is one of my favourite away days I've ever done. I feel like I've actually been on an away day today. Fantastic car parking, very satisfying. The away day experience on the ground was good. There's activities around the edge, tennis courts, there's a driving range. I mean, I'm losing words. You can get a boat to this. We can literally get a boat from here to our stadium, which, if I'm not mistaken, it's here or around here. Somewhere it was around here where we play our matches. I can't remember exactly. The point still stands. What an away day. This one might never be topped. The Fukuda Denshi Arena, 9.5 out of 10. It's as close to perfection as we've ever seen. Good news, Takagi is fit after a minor injury scare. Tachibana as well, you can see here, fully fit. Kind of. Tachibana, he has to play. He has to play. He's got a link with Kamiyama now. Ono's got one with Ahmed on the left. In fact, this is the first time ever I've seen this many links between players here at Tokyo 23. It has to be a good omen. We go into this game at full strength. I think for this game, I'm going to make a potentially controversial change. I'm not going to put a goalkeeper on the bench, and instead, I'm going to put on another attacking option on the bench. And that option is going to be Kayanoki. He is the secret weapon. He's barely featured this year. He was the main man a few years ago. I feel like if we need him, we can call upon him today to make a difference. Anyway, as we play this semi-final, the other semi-final is going on. I really hope our season doesn't end here right now. Jeff United, though, a very, very good team. Pre-season, they were one of the favourites to make it out of this division. We know it's not going to be easy. We know this is a big game, and I am a little bit scared. But we're just going to go out and do what we can do and hope that that's enough. If you were wondering, by the way, this is Jeff United's key player. He's 19 years old. He's absolutely bloody terrifying, isn't he? He's good. So yeah, Nagakura up front, their striker. We've got to try and keep him quiet throughout this game if we can. He is their top goal scorer for a reason. Ahmed with an early booking isn't exactly what I want to see. We are starting with the more conservative 4-4-2, which I feel like we can pivot to go more attacking if we need to. And well, that might be necessary because we're not having enough of the ball here. And if Jeff United take the lead, we know we're going to need 2 goals. But I don't want to go down early. I don't want to surrender a lead if we can avoid it. And well, having cleared it now, could we catch them on the counter-attack? This is the game plan here at Tokyo 23. Pace in behind. Takagi, man at the edge of the box, man in the middle. Tahaba was that man. He was gifted the ball by the defender. And you have to say, for the top goal scorer in the league, that's a really poor finish. We're already 40 minutes through this game. There has not been many highlights. I guess Jeff United will be fairly content with that in a bizarre way. They do not need to create anything. A draw is enough for them as the higher home seed. Imagine if we draw this game and I live to regret that game that we messed up prior. That would be so upsetting. Kamiyama set the record straight. The right winger drills it in. Taba goes down in a heap. A penalty is going to be given. I don't think there's any VAR to rule it out in the playoffs. There definitely isn't in the regular season. And now we have a chance from the spot. It's Vinicius Diniz, the Brazilian beast, to step up. And he's missed it. The keeper saved it. Diniz has been so good from the penalty spot this year. And he has let us down there when it mattered the most. Taba recently scored our most recent penalty. He took it by virtue of the fact he was on a hat-trick. Diniz has missed a penalty, a golden opportunity before the break to swing this game in our favour, and instead, I have to go in. I have to get shouty. We have not been good enough here. I'm not prepared to go on the attack just yet. I don't think it's worth the risk. But Diniz, his head's dropped. He's not played well with that penalty miss. Does he have the mental fortitude to shrug it off? He hates important matches. Why did I put him on the penalty? I mean, he was on it by default, but why was he on the penalty? Watanabe, on you come to maybe set the record straight. Takagi also hates important matches. It's a bit unfortunate. You don't find out if players hate important matches till their early 20s. I have to hope that Taba loves them because I need him to step up here. We need a goal. We need something. And at half-time, we've not done enough. Tachibana at right-back gives it to Kamiyama. Those two players are mouthfuls of names on the right-hand side. That ball is whipped towards Ahmed, who's, at the moment, been our best player. He's on a booking, but I feel like I just have to keep him on. He has an assist or a goal in him. Sadly, on that occasion, he couldn't win the header. And well, we now need him to try and keep his discipline when we don't have the ball and make magic happen when we do get the ball. Jeff United playing it wide to Endo. He tries to cut inside. Kamiyama, the right midfielder, working hard to win it back. Manga lays it wide to Tachibana, the right back. Back with Manga now. Nice build-up play here, but we need some end product. Taba, lovely play. This is beautiful. Ahmed's in behind on the left. Could go look for the overlap as well. Instead goes right. Can't win the header, but Tachibana's there in behind. Time and space of the ball. Ahmed lurking. Half cleared away, but we still have it. We are penning Jeff back. Crunching tackle goes in, but the ball is still ours. Kamiyama gets in behind and finds the bottom corner. Manga with the assist. The centre-back with a scintillating ball. A chipped, lobbed ball. And I think it was Anishi missed a massive interception there. Kamiyama at right mid has found his groove to end the year. He started the season with a goal and assist in his first 2 games. He fell off a cliff in the middle of the year. That goal there is massive. If things stay as they are, it's a playoff final tomorrow. An hour played, a second goal could be huge. Ono whips it in. We get the ball towards, well, a dangerous area. It's cleared away, and now they've got a counter-attack. It's a 2-on-1. We should deal with it. We don't deal with it. That is an god-awful clearance by Ahmed, playing at left mid. He's on a booking. He needs to be careful. Otter for them. It's not the Otter you think it is. It's not our former boy. It's a fraud. But he's put the ball in a dangerous area. The ball skips along the crossbar. And it's not gone in. Oh my word. An hour played here. I need to shout some encouragement. They don't. Some players have loved the encouragement. Taba's loved it. Ono and Sakaguchi have bloody hated it. And now, as Ono's face pops up on my screen, they're on the attack. Endo shoots. Nakano tips it onto the post, and Jeff United have us by the gonads right now. We are dangling uncomfortably by them. I'm not enjoying this. We have the lead, but of course, a goal is as good as them taking the lead, because a draw is enough for them. This will be settled in the next 25 minutes as they pin us back further. Watanabe puts in one tackle. Baba lays it wide, though, to Kumagai, who's going to look for options in the middle, potentially, maybe Baba. I do not enjoy being penned back. Relieve the pressure. Let us breathe a moment. Takagi, options left. Can't pick out Ahmed. And that is now presumably going to fizzle out. I need to make changes here. Takagi's had a really poor game. Sakurai for Okamura. As I've gone to make changes, Ahmed has got injured. It is a sign, I feel like, from the gods. And I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm sorry to Sakurai, because you've been a big game player for us. But I put Kayanoki on the bench on a complete whim. The left midfielder's now got injured. I consider that a sign from the Football Magic gods that this is the right decision to make. Please let me know if that's lunacy. So Okamura's going to come in. Kayanoki's going to come in. Do I want to change things further? I feel like we're having a fairly good game. I don't want to jinx it. I mean, we've kept a clean sheet. We've looked solid enough at the back. If we'd scored the penalty, it'd be a lot more comfortable right now. But with 15 minutes left, we're doing enough. I think one last shout of demand more from the players. The ball's whipped in. I don't know what the camera's doing. It's not down. It's in the back of the net. The cameraman, I think, was looking at the Jeff United cheer goals on the right-hand side. The cross was put in on the left-hand side. It's 2-0. We are potentially one game away from J1 football if we can hold on here. Knocked down by Ferreira. Tachibana with his first ever goal for the club at right back. Mitsuhashi who? I hear you say. Yeah, I don't know either. That right back shouldn't be at the club anymore, should he? Okay, well, breathe a minor sigh. If we get another, a major sigh perhaps. We're battling for the ball with Taba, who, at this point, I just don't want to get sent off. Taba's been sent off twice this year. Would quite like him for the playoff final. Kumagai, for them, lays it forward. One goal back for Jeff, and maybe we start to panic, because there's still plenty of time for a second. Endo in behind. Options in the middle. It's a great tackle. A penalty's been given for that. A penalty's been given for... I'm sorry, what? I mean, we missed a penalty earlier. Nakano's made some penalty saves this year. The keeper is scary. I need him to save another. Against all odds, he's going to do it. They have bottled it down the middle. 2 penalties missed in this game. 1 for either team. The drama, the scenes, and Ono now to whip it in. 1 goal would do it. That is going to be that. It is 3-0. Look, Manga. What a time to get your first goal for the club, my friend. It's 3-0. It's game over. I feel like we've ridden our luck in this game. But you know what? You need luck to get promoted. Manga nods it in. Ueda got nowhere near it. And I'll tell you what, if you told me we were going to win this game 3-0 away from home, I would have bitten your hand off. What a result this is going to be. We are into the playoff final. And that will be the final game of season number 5. We navigated the playoffs in the 5th tier. There's a matter of a minute left. This game's done. I don't know why Jeff United are still trying. Ref, let's just blow the whistle. Let's put them out their misery. Or you know, actually, no, don't blow the whistle. I want a 4th. I fancy a 4th. Sakaguchi, make it happen. That's not the ball that we needed. Okada. I mean, we probably deserve to concede now. Thought for a moment Manga was going to get a red card for a professional foul. The good news is he got the ball, allegedly. Now we're on the attack. Taba. 1 man in the middle to aim for. Taba still with the ball. He really wants another goal for the team. He's going to turn provider. Okamura's there. Heads over. I'm getting greedy. 3-0's enough. That is a mad result, by the way. I feel like we got a bit lucky. Nakano, man of the match. 8.7 rating for our goalkeeper. 7 saves made, including a penalty. Yes, it was straight down the middle, but he held his nerve to stop it. In the other game, Grampus beat Espulse, which is a bit of a shame. Ahmed is going to be out for 4 weeks. He is going to miss the playoff final that's in a week's time. Nagoya Grampus, the opposition, we play them away from home. And that, for obvious reasons, fills me with dread. Because you might remember it was only a few episodes ago last week, we took on Grampus and they beat us 3-1 in their stadium. We have to go there and win in 90 minutes. That's the mission tomorrow. I mean, Nakano in goal, not for the first time this season, has absolutely saved our bacon. At a football club that's not necessarily had the best goalkeepers over the years, Nakano's been a bit of a breath of fresh air. Nagoya Grampus v Tokyo 23. Season 5 comes down to a single game that's coming tomorrow. Alongside an end of season wrap-up, we will be rambling about heartbreak of J2 promotion dreams dying, or the dream of J1 football being realised. Grampus's media prediction was second. We go into this game as monumental underdogs. But then again, when have we ever not? Folks, if you made it to the end of today's video, if you enjoyed the away day, if you enjoyed the action, go down below, slap that like button. Tomorrow, the season ends. I'll see you guys in 24 hours. Take it easy. I'm going to try. Yep. It's a big game tomorrow. I'm scared. I can't even do an outro properly. That's how nervous I am.